You're watching Fox 40 in Focus.
We're back now with Major Douglas Riley with the Salvation Army, and where are we right now? Explain where we're at.
We're in our emergency shelter here. This is our dorm for men, and we have one for women. We also have one for those who need slight medical help, who are homeless and have no place to take care of their medical needs.
Well, it looks like the facilities are pretty spare, but I guess this is a godsend if you're living outdoors in the cold and in the rain.
Absolutely. If you can come out from the elements of the outdoors and the cold nights and come in here and have a warm bed and a place to sleep and a locker for your items, your possessions, this is a place where people can come for up to 60 days and receive a shelter and meals and have an opportunity to get some counseling and find a place where they can get a job.
Well, this is an example of the things we were talking about, where the Salvation Army just isn't around for the holidays. It's a year-round effort to help people.
Absolutely. Across the nation, over 30 million people will be helped throughout the year in various Salvation Army programs like this and other ones.
My understanding is that you're just not here to give people a place to stay, but you're out to change their lives. Does that mean counseling and employment and permanent housing?
Absolutely. I mean, if we can change the direction, the compass of a person's life, if we can take them and give them hope again, help them where they're hurting and the most, you know, it might be a job, it might be giving them a meal or something, but it's to take them to the next level and let them to recover, to have hope of their own again.
Yeah. And to do that, you have a lot of different programs, like helping people with the utilities and rent, so they don't become homeless at all.
Absolutely. If we can prevent people becoming homeless, that's would be the key. And we have programs like rent assistance, utility assistance, daily food needs, or people can come get a box of food to help their family get over those difficult times, and hopefully stay together as a family and stay where they are in their place of residence.
How important is the family unit in terms of making sure people get straightened out and get employment or education, whatever they might need?
Well, it's very important. If you can keep a family together and you can help them at their point of need and get them through the tough times, you can help them for years to come. And then you don't see that ripple effect of affecting all of their family and their loved ones and the people that gather around them.
When we think about services from the Salvation Army, a lot of times we think of adults that are in their prime, but I guess you service, that age doesn't really matter in terms of needing help.
Absolutely. We have programs for all ages and all generations. I mean, we have daycares for children. We have a youth center where kids can learn not only educationally and after-school programs for tutoring them in their schoolwork, but also we have a residential camp and day camps and programs for youth, as well as music. We have music programs and creative arts programs, so kids can learn of all ages how to develop their skills, and it's wonderful.
This is sort of a preventative activity. Obviously, you never want to get in a situation where you're dependent on drugs or alcohol, but this sort of points them in the right direction before they go down that other path.
Absolutely. If you can deal with the children at an early age and tell them how much they are loved and how much they are valued, and teach them some skills, it'll help prevent them from going down those paths that we don't want them to go down in the future.
And seniors as well. A lot of times people don't realize that as you get on in years, the financial picture changes, you lose a loved one, and sometimes that can be difficult.
Yes, it is. We have a program right now where our seniors get together and they have a meal together, and they have a program together, as well as we have some senior housing projects all over up and down California.
We're now headed into the kitchen of the shelter here at the Salvation Army, and going to be talking to one of the beneficiaries of one of the Salvation Army programs. As you can see, it's really busy here in the kitchen, and the guy in charge of the kitchen is Tony Cause. What's your official title, Tony?
I'm the Food Services Manager for the Salvation Army Social Services Department.
And I guess you used to be one of the clients here at the shelter.
Actually, I was an ARC client, which is our adult rehabilitation program, and I went through that program and then worked there for a while, and then I've transferred over here to help out over here.
Tell us what kind of help that the Salvation Army provided you. What kind of condition were you in, and how's it changed the way you live now?
Oh my, you know what, Salvation Army is one place that never turned their back on me. I mean, I came in and I was a mess. I went through their drug and alcohol treatment program and then began working for them there at the ARC program, and then ventured over to the social services place here.
Well, they seem to have given you a lot of responsibility. What are we looking at here? I guess you have a staff here that you work with?
Yeah, this is my staff, and Keisha's preparing the dressing. As you know, we have the big meal coming up tomorrow, and she's starting to pre-cook some of the dressing. We're looking at about 1,000 people, so we need to get started a little bit ahead of time. So
you get a little bit nervous when you got a big meal like that coming up?
We get busy. I mean, we've got an excellent staff, so not so much nervous, just really busy.
This kind of responsibility handed to you, how is that for your confidence, considering where you started from, and all of a sudden you have this responsibility and responsible for other employees?
It's a big task, but you know, like I said, I have wonderful staff, and I've been blessed with a lot of opportunities. I've been doing this since 2000, so you know, it's really a great chance to continue and evolve and help others, as the Salvation Army did for me.
I guess there are a lot of other people that are in the same position that you were that could use services by Salvation Army as well.
Yeah, absolutely, there is, and Salvation Army will provide everything that you need if you take advantage of it. They're not a handout, they're a hand up, you know, and that's what they did for me. You know, in the time of need, they were there, and they're still there, you know, so I can't say enough about the organization.
Okay. And the Salvation Army has a bunch of different programs that they want people to know about, and here's an example of how they're trying to reach out to people.
Wherever good can overcome, that is where your donations to the Salvation Army go.
When we come back, we'll see how a nonprofit organization can survive a poor economy when donations may fall short.